All right, here's this week's guided reading passage. It's made up of little three-letter words, what we call consonant, vowel, consonant words, or CVC. Lots of sight words as well, words that are easy to sound out. We're going to read through this 3 times. First time, I'm just reading the story to you, so listen, but also look at the words I'm pointing to. Second time is called an echo read. That's where I read a sentence, and then it's your turn to read that same sentence. Watch where I point to both times, when I'm reading and then when it's your turn to read. And after lots and lots of practice with that echo read, then you'll be ready to do the third reading, which is an independent read. And that's where I will just be pointing to the words, but you're doing all the reading on your own. Okay, let's get started. It's called The Ox and Fox. Bob is an ox. Rob is a fox. Bob is not a fox. Rob is not an ox. Bob the ox is on a log in the fog. The log is in the bog in the fog. Bob the ox cannot see in the fog. Rob is not in the fog. Rob is on top of a box. Rob can see from the top of the box. Okay, this time we're doing an echo read. That's where I read and point to each word, and then it's your turn to read the words I point to. Let's start with the title. Mr. C's turn. The Ox and Fox. Your turn. Mr. C's turn. Bob is an ox. Your turn. Mr. C's turn. Rob is a fox. Your turn. Mr. C's turn. Bob is not a fox. Your turn. Mr. C's turn. Rob is not an ox. Your turn. Mr. C's turn. Bob the ox is on a log in the fog. Your turn. Mr. C's turn. The log is in the bog in the fog. Your turn. Mr. C's turn. Bob the ox cannot see in the fog. Your turn. Mr. C's turn. Rob is not in the fog. Your turn. Mr. C's turn. Rob is on top of a box. Your turn. Mr. C's turn. Rob can see from the top of the box. Your turn. Great job. Now, lots of practice with that echo reading over and over, and when you're ready, you can do the independent read. But let's go ahead and do that independent read. I'm just going to point to the words that you should read. And remember, you want to get your reading speed up to the same speed that you would be talking. Okay, let's get started with the title. Your turn. Good job. Keep practicing.